Hey everyone, Tony Junicore here, and today I want to talk about the dumbbell row and some common mistakes that I see a lot of trainees use when they do it, and my preferred way of coaching it. And I'm taking it from the angle of overall shoulder health. So when we look at the shoulder blades and what they actually do, they do a number of things. They elevate, they depress, they anteriorly tilt, they posteriorly tilt, they abduct, they adduct, and they upwardly rotate and they downwardly rotate. So they do a lot of things. And when we look in the context of overhead athletes and doing stuff over our head, our shoulder blades have to upwardly rotate, it has to posteriorly tilt, and they also have to protract or abduct. A common mistake that I see a lot of guys make with regards to their shoulders is we're very much dominant in programming guys or telling guys to think together and down with the shoulder blades and getting tight, which is altogether fine. Like to lift heavy shit, you have to do that. Like when we cue a bench press, when we coach people on the squat, when we coach people on the deadlift. But that doesn't mean we don't want the shoulder blades to move. So a common mistake I see with the dumbbell row is guys will set up and they really retract that shoulder blade and squeeze it together, and then they keep it there in place throughout their whole set. And that's just going to have ramifications of overall shoulder health. So a lot of guys are going to have pain in the front of their shoulder, and that shoulder blade is kind of glued in place. And I want to kind of unglue it with the dumbbell row. I want to prove to people that their shoulder blade, it's okay for it to move. How I like to cue it is the shoulder blade should move around the rib cage as we're doing a dumbbell row. So if I start from a dead stop or a dead start position, I'm going to row, pull my shoulder blade down and together and maintain a good chest position, and I don't need my elbow to go way past my midline. Right here is fine, but when I come back down, I want to get a little bit of a stretch to the floor, oftentimes coming to a full stop. And what that's going to do is allow a little bit of protraction and that shoulder blade moving around that rib cage. So again, just to show a couple reps, I'm going to squeeze at the top, don't let the elbow go past midline, get a little stretch in the bottom position, and think of it as more of an arc, forward and backwards, not just straight up and down. So use those cues. I think you're going to feel them a little bit more when you do it that way, and not only that, your shoulders are going to be healthier in the long run. So I hope that works, and I'll talk to you soon.